I had to go to an appointment this morning, and the instructions that I got in traffic were a little bit confusing. Translation, I didn't read them carefully enough, and I didn't leave quite enough time to get there. I got there on time, but as I was going, I started to rush, and in the process of rushing, I began to think about how often there is rushing attached to the things we do. Why do you rush? You know, when you rush, you cannot do your best work. Sometimes people rush in order to gain the momentum to overcome something that they fear. They rush in order to have some kind of head of pressure to get through the difficulty that they're afraid they won't be able to master. That's a difficult situation because when you rush, you are really pushing things by so fast that it's hard to correct the mistakes that naturally develop. You see, if you think about it, you don't do anything perfectly. You make choices, and you continuously refine those choices. When you rush, that decision-making process is speeded up to such a degree that you are forced to be prejudiced in making your decisions rather than to be judgmental about weighing the information that occurs in the moment. When you're under pressure, all you can go on is your plan. When you allow that extra little space, you have the opportunity to consider, think about what really is going on out there, and make an adjustment that fits the new reality that you discover. We approach the world with expectations. We expect the road to be clear and there not to be an open ditch. And if we take the road at the fastest we can go because we're pressured, we have to have the road clear in order to make it. You should not have to have anything a certain way in order to make it. You need the flexibility of adaptation in everything in your life. I'm talking also in terms of your relationships with people you care about. If you rush through conversations merely to get them over, and people do this, you're guilty of it just as much as I am. Someone brings up something that you don't want to hear, you say, yeah, I know, and you just want to get it over with. Doing that may make it possible for you to get through, but it doesn't really get you solving the problem. You need to take time in order to go at your fastest pace. The extra little time you take makes it possible for you to go at the steadiest speed. It's not a matter of the turtle and the hare. It's a matter of you finding the natural pace by which you can adapt to the world around you. If you don't find yourself comfortable during your day, try the following experiment. Give yourself 5 extra minutes throughout the day in different places. You say you don't have 20 minutes to spread around like that? Think about it. You probably do. And most of the time, you're spending catching up with the rushing that you did to make up for the rushing that you did before. In other words, rushing breeds a certain lack of clarity. It also undermines your ability to correct mistakes and therefore compounds the difficulties that you get into. Let's try it this way. Allow 5 minutes extra for every appointment and for every project that you do in the day. It's not that much extra, but that little difference is going to make a difference in allowing you to be your most comfortable self and to think more rapidly.